behalf of Microsoft Corporation. Presenting us for today from Microsoft, we have Roger Sa, Senior Program Manager, and Steve Mo, Engineering Manager. Now, Roger, over to you.
Thank you, Hiren, and thanks for your time to join this session. Today's session is our first session of the Tech Talk series we planned in January. So you can see in the calendar, we will have session 2 planned in February and session 3 planned in March. So for today's agenda, so basically we will go through two main topics. One is attribute-based omnichannel product and inventory search. So I will give an overview introduction of this functionality, and my colleague Steve, he will step in to introduce the technical architecture and some configuration of the system and a quick demo. And for the second topic is natural language product and inventory search via Copilot. So this Copilot feature is built inside inventory visibility. So I will give also a business overview of this functionality, and Steve, my colleagues, he will join to present the technical part and how to leverage using Copilot and Copilot relevant APIs. Okay, now we'll go to the first topic, attribute-based omnichannel product and inventory search. We're thinking of some business challenge. So in this dynamic market, businesses will understand that facing multifaceted challenges that can heighten customer satisfaction and impact growth. For example, how to find the correct product among the complex product catalog with limited attribute or limited information, or it's difficult to get the real-time product inventory information for a specific product. So let's take a high-tech company's business scenario. For example, the sales staff, they want to quickly check whether there's a tablet PC product with dual cameras and a drive capacity is 23 or 32 gigabytes in the warehouse, whether our company can offer this product with specific attributes. If yes, this product exists, the sales wanted to know what is the real-time stock of this product in, let's say, in Boston store, that he or she can place a sales order directly to a customer in just one click to avoid overcommitment to the customer. So imagine a scenario where the business users can effortlessly access the required information just within a second, streamlining and accelerating their search progress. That will be significant. So attribute-based product search, that is, this solution can address various business challenges by providing a more refined and efficient ways for customer to perform the product search. So we provide a product search service in the inventory visibility. So the definition of what we want to achieve is we want to enable our customer to search product and the relevant business data by querying on a specific attributes or characteristics combination. So enhance the entire overall efficiency or effectiveness. So we have three value propositions of our product search service. The first is facilitate swift and precise product discovery through the attribute-based searches. So it will ensure our customer can quickly find the product they are looking for, elevate the user experience. So by supporting natural language query and making the search process more intuitive and user-friendly. So we will cover it in the second part of this Tech Talk session, talking about the Copilot. You will get more impression how the product search will empower the Copilot functionality. User can use the natural language to do the search. So that's we call this the discovery. And second is standardization. As we know, inventory visibility, this product is acting as a central hub to store the inventory data and the product data from different or multiple data sources. So assistant in the managing and the governance data from multiple sources in the inventory visibility within a unified data model, it could promoting consistency and reliability to the search results. So the third one is the insight to action. Based on the query result for product and inventory and real-time inventory, it also can empower users to gain actionable insight, so enabling the decision-making and contribute to more strategic and effective business choices based on the search result, core result. So those key value propositions contribute to a comprehensive and efficient product search solution that will align with your business needs and the user expectation. Now you see the screenshot of how this product search looks like. So it already provide some key functionalities for the attribute-based product and inventory search. The first one is this functionality or this solution is extremely integrated with FNO and other data source for out-of-box data sync in the product search service. So in short, it's not only support integration with FNO, but it also support other data source. The second point is dynamic search option is powered by incorporating operators such as AND or for a more refined product search filter as a product search criteria. So you can define your own search criteria by combination, by the attributes combination. And third point is a real-time inventory data can also serve to provide user an in-depth insight within the search result. So we'll not only provide the product which meets the search criteria, but we also can offer the real-time inventory data together with this product. So it will offer customer or user a comprehensive view of a product availability on the stock levels and the moment of their search. So the last one, but the least one, it serves as the fundamental or foundational search capacity for the Copilot features. So we will cover it later on. So it will empower the Copilot to help customer can using the natural language and do the attribute-based search that more efficiency for the end users. So we foresee user cases or opportunities of these new features. So first is it fits the solution gap from Dynamics 365 supply chain. So in Dynamics 365, it has a product search, but does not support attribute-based product search. So this solution just fits this gap. It will enhance the entire Dynamics 365 supply chain product search user experience. Also, together with the AI-powered functionality, it will give customer a more intuitive way to find the required product and the relevant stock information when they need it. The second use case is by leverage the product search functionality, user can quickly do the inventory query among the multiple data sources, among the multiple channels. That's the advantage of IV. That's the reason by combining the product search service and the inventory visibility, we can achieve these two goals. Okay, in the following slides, I will hand over to Steve. He will introduce the architecture and the configuration and the demo. Okay, Steve, hand over to you.
Thanks, Roger. So, hello everyone, this is Steve. So from architecture perspective, we have FNO in the picture, and we also have platform. So basically for FNO customer, they will have data in FNO, right? So we will sync release product data, its product attributes and values, and batch attributes which assigned product and product dimensions from FNO to Power Platform, which means Dataverse. So we are leveraging DUWrite to sync the data timely. As you can see, we attribute Power Apps upon the Dataverse. We also have a product search service in the picture. So this product search service actually is an internal service which will be used by other first-party applications like inventory visibility service. So upon that, we also have Copilot scenario. We have inventory visibility Copilot API. We also have Copilot sidecar on Power Applications so that customer can send their natural language-based questions to search products or on-hand inventory. So for non-FNO customer, they can also leverage product search service and inventory visibility service. They can actually import their data from their third-party applications. So they can actually extract the data and import to the Dataverse for both products and on-hand informations. So after that, they will be able to use the application as well, although the data is not actually inside the FNO application. The customer will need to, sync the data by themselves. So this data will be loaded to the memory timely. So once the data is in the Dataverse, we have a job to load that. So this is about how to set up the search service. It's simple. So in PPAC, the Power Platform Administrator Center, you will see this Dynamics 365 Inventory Visibility app. If you didn't install it, just install it. If you already did that, you need to update. Then the product search service inside the app will be installed as well. Since we are using DualWrite, customer will need to enable DualWrite connection in their LCS project. Then for FNO customer, so when they log on to FNO, they need to refresh the entity list. Then the data entity will be refreshed and reflected in the data management. So customer can click on the DualWrite tile and get into the DualWrite application, apply the solution, which name is Dynamics 365 Product Search Core. So inside this solution, you will see all the data entities listed here. So it includes release product attribute and values, batch attributes, and product dimensions. You will see it's quite self-explanatory. Select all of them and check on the initial sync checkbox, and also select the source of the data, FNO. After that, you just run it. You will see the data will be synced to the Dataverse afterwards, after some minutes. So this is our application UI. It's basically composed by the left side panel and the right homepage. So there is a further search on top. It's welcome to product search. You can input product number or name inside and search based on that. So it's a further search, which means we will use contents. If you input something like table, so it will find all the product number or name contains the words table. And on the left side, it's all the filters that you can use to search the products. So it basically contains what we already mentioned. For this product, master information like name, number, product attributes, product dimensions, and batch attributes. You see also here we listed the storage dimension, tracking dimension. It's actually used to search or filter out the inventory information. So it's not for searching product. So once you put some value on those filters, like product search name, contents table, company is exactly USMF. Of course, we support multiple operator types. And then you apply the filter. On the right side, you will see the results. So to list all the products which match your filters. If you take a look at right, there will be a total inventory of this product inside this company, inside every company. So here we just use USMF, so it lists the products only in USMF. Okay, so let's demo the application. So we're getting to inventory visibility application. So there is a product search on the left side. So click on that, you will get into the home page. Okay. On the left side, so there is the filter pane. So you can see that's what we mentioned, all the features listed here for your search. And then for the further search, you can input some words like table. You click on search. You just list all the products contents label table, either as per the name or per the number. So you can select one or some of them, and then view the inventory. So you see here we have 980 pieces of this product. Review the inventory, it will list all the inventory details of this product. Yeah, we have on order, physical in rent, received, just for your glance. So let's use some filters to search out the products. Input company. So we have here SRT here. And then we have another camera for product attributes, and the value we select standard. So you see here, the filter details is listed on the top of the panel. You can review it and then apply. So there are two results listed on the right page. So you can select them. There is a button called Select All, just for your convenience. Then view the inventory to list all the inventory for those products. Group by site and warehouse by default. So it's different site and warehouse, and you can see different inventory inside this page. You can also click on some columns to, sort columns just for a quick look on what you need. Okay. So we can also limit the results by, for example, storage dimension and tracking dimension. That's used to filter out a detailed inventory. So now we have another site where specified. So when you get into inventory, you will see the right results responding. Okay. So I think that's basically it for this demo. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. So we will go to the second part of the station. We will call it Copilot for image availability. So this is the natural language functionality. So user can use the natural language to do the product or inventory search in the Copilot in the image availability. So for the Copilot, I think audience are pretty familiar with this word. It's everywhere, I say. So now it's the era of the AR. So we call this a momentum of the conversational AI. So first, let me show some research data of the marketing and for the trends. So first is the integration of a conversational AI assistant in the enterprise application by 2025. Let's say 80% of the enterprise application will incorporate the virtual conversational assistant like the Jarvis to perform the task or relevant content fetching and the content generation. So it will reflecting a widespread adoption of the conversational AI across various business applications. So that's what we can foresee. More and more systems are becoming intelligent by power of the AI technology. So the second point is cost reduction. One example is the contact center or service center. So by research is by 2026, there will be a significant cost reduction by leveraging the AI technology. So anticipate that the deployment of the conversational AI within a contact center will result a substantially reduction of the agent labor cost. It will amount to estimate 18 billions in the saving for this upgradation. And third point is generate AI in conversational AI offering. So forecast by 2025, 18% of the conversational AI solutions will incorporate with generative AI. We call it indicating it's a widespread integration of advanced AI technology, a capacity to enhance the conversational experience. So this projection highlights that the increasing integration of conversational AI technology across various enterprise applications and the contact centers with the focus on the efficiency and the cost. So, and incorporation of advanced AI capability. So for a more sophisticated user experience in the solution offering perspective. So before I go to jump into the details about Copilot imageability, this is just a quick overview of all at Microsoft. So from Microsoft, you can see the Copilot is everywhere across every stack. So from the business application, the platform, infrastructure, there's a lot of profiting around AIs and Copilot. So the main message here is that AI is in all layers. So you haven't heard a lot about OpenAI, ChatGPT, and Copilot, right? So this is something that I wanted to highlight before we go into our Copilot for image availability conversation. So from the infrastructure and platform to the business application, Microsoft is investing in AI everywhere. So including our Dynamics 365 Copilot. But what is Copilot for image availability? So the first impression that is in the screen, you can see the screenshot of that is it's embedded in the Power application of image availability. You can ask the question to him, and by the natural language, you can ask a product or ask the inventory information. So basically, we offer two main capacity of the Copilot for imageability. The first is we call it the in-app sidecar user experience. So you can see in the image availability Power application, the Copilot is naturally embedded in the application. So customer can launch the Copilot sidecar by click the sidecar icon on the very right upside corner. So you can type in any questions relevant with product and inventory. You will get instant response by the Copilot. And furthermore, we're not only providing only one approach of the Copilot in imageability, we also provide an API-driven solution, which means you can leverage the APIs we provide to you, this Copilot APIs. You can build your own chatbot with our APIs. So which means you can enhance your third-party e-commerce website or application by directly leveraging the Copilot APIs. So your customers, C1 and C2 customers, they can using the natural language to do the inventory query. It will significantly enhance your in-house build solution or the website. So these APIs can help to build a chatbot. So in the following sessions, we have prepared some recording how to quickly build your own chatbot by using either Copilot APIs in a very short time. Okay, so this is the Copilot for image availability. The APIs is already in public preview phase, and the Copilot for image availability sidecar, it will goes for public preview very soon by the end of January. So what we can see the main scenarios, how our customer are using this Copilot in image availability. So in short is you can do a product and image search whenever you want. Just like what we just see the product search functionality. One of the value proposition of the product search functionality is it can working as the foundation of the Copilot. So which means the Copilot will using the product search functionality for the attribute-based search capacity in the Copilot. For instance, in this example input, I want looking for 8 inches black machine types in the warehouse Chicago. So in these questions, it indicates two main attributes. One is the tire size, it will be 18 inch. And another attribute is the color of this tire, it's black. And one more attribute will be the brand of the tire is Michelin. So customer can type in this natural language in the chatbot and as a prompt asking the Copilot, and Copilot will understand this natural language and calling the backend service for the product attribute-based product search together with the inventory search. So from the left side, you can see the example output. Copilot said, hey, we found 2 products match the criteria you defined in your input. So it lists the product which fulfill the requirement of the request in the input. Another example is for some food and beverage industry, it's essential to understand know the product or the inventory by some critical business attribute. For example, the expiration date, especially for the fruit or the meat industry, they wanted to know which batch of their goods or their products will be expired soon. So this information normally are stored in the batch attributes, like the expiration date or the batch attributes or the batch information. So you can simply ask the Copilot list the dire product and stock level that are going to be expired by August 20th in store Chicago. So the Copilot will understand this question and searching for the product and the goods which related with the attributes, and this attribute will have expiration date which is earlier than August 20th. So it lists all the product and related batch information and shows into the as a response to the in the Copilot sidecar, or it also works in the APIs. So technically from the sidecar and the API, they will give you a same response, but depends on how you use this functionality. And the next scenario is the checking the real-time inventory availability. So the Copilot is for inventory availability, and inventory availability, it has the real-time inventory information from various data sources. So the customer, they don't need to jump into different system to check in the inventory or open the query, search query in the inventory availability to search the inventory or stock level. They can simply asking the Copilot in the sidecar or calling the APIs to ask, hey, tell me what's the inventory of product bike in the color is black in company USMF, And if you can define the site and the warehouse even better, so Copilot will respond the output of the certain product bike with column blank on the company legal entity USMF and site 1 like warehouse 111. So it bring out the inbound stock information of physical available information. If you have more physical measure of this product configured in the inventory availability, Copilot will also get the information and list out as the output. Okay, this is Copilot sidecar. Starting from here, I would like to hand over to Steve. He will help to explain the details of these Copilot features. Steve, hand over to you.
Okay, thanks, Rebel. So here we also have a Copilot in-app sidecar features for product search. Actually, you can see this sidecar is on the right top. There is an icon there. If you click on that, so it will pop up on the right side. So you can ask natural language questions there, and you can search products and inventory on hand in this Copilot. You can try to see here. There is the question: find the product with red color in USMF. So we will call the Copilot API and get the right answer and format it with readable content, and then render it in the UI. So here we want to introduce the responsible AI policy. So since AI story or Copilot is really invented recently, and we are in a rush, but we also want to make sure customers' data security is secured. So we have this RAI group to review all the features which is related to AI. So for example, we will have privacy review, security review, RAI assessment, deployment safety board to make sure, for example, some harmful question, sexual violence, ungrounded jailbreak, those questions are not answered or answered properly, which means we will tell customer that our Copilot is not used to answer kind of this question. We only want to answer product search related or inventory visibility related questions. So here is an architecture, or let's say a simple flow of this RV Copilot API. So customer can ask questions like what's the inventory or product by color black in company SMF, site 1 and warehouse 11. We will actually pass this natural language to inventory visibility Copilot service API, and we will call AOAI, Azure OpenAI API, which means ChatGPT, to analyze this question and make sure, okay, it's used to customer want to ask for product or inventory. So we will actually extract and parse the question to a JSON format, and then call the search API for product search service or inventory availability service, then get the results on the right side. So it's another JSON, and we will parse and format as a native language-based result and render it to the UI. So here we can actually also create our customer can create their custom Copilot with Copilot Studio. So what is Copilot Studio? So Copilot Studio previously is core platform Power Virtual Agent. So it's used to create your own bots with different topics. So those topics actually provide some generative AI capabilities, some standard AI capabilities, and we also provide action and plugins which customers can build them by themselves. So to leverage their third-party application capabilities, and they can publish, monitor, and improve afterwards. So finally, we want to provide a conversational services via Copilot Studio so that customer will have their own bot, which is dedicated to their business. Okay, so there's another demo. So to demonstrate our Copilot sidecar experience. So here you can see on the right top, click on this icon and open this panel, Copilot. So you can ask natural language questions like, find product, enhance, Google. So it's just like we input cable in a 3D search. Right. So Copilot will work on that, and actually in the backend, it's called inventory visibility Copilot service API and AOI. Then we will get the results and render it in UI, which gives a glance for the list. If the list is really long, we will actually shrink it. Let's say just to show top thing. And we have another question listed here: find the inventory of product D0052 in USMF. So it will try to find the total inventory or body of the group by site and warehouse inside USMF for the 0005 and then it will list it. So that's all. You can explore afterwards. Okay, here is another demo for build custom chatbot in Copilot Studio. So here, if you go to our maker version, you will see this chatbot. Click on that. So it will navigate to the Copilot Studio. Yeah, give it a name for your Copilot. By the way, at the moment, we only support English as natural language questions for natural language questions. And basically, we will render out the results in English as well. So here is the Copilot Studio homepage. Click on Topics and create your own. So Topics is like a feature or capability of your bot. So you can create multiple of them. So here, there is like a flow. So you can create one by one. We actually have everything prepared already. So we have the code copy pasted here. So you can create your own, but this will give you a sample how to leverage IB Copilot Service API. So here you can see there is a trigger. Okay. And there is HTTP request call, which will call inventory availability Copilot Service API, which is the CDS plugin. So it goes with Power Platform authentication, which use manage identity. Okay. So put your natural language as your as the body, and you will get results and parse it. So you will get the correct results, and you can render it in your PBA bot, your Copilot. So here we test find inventory of the 0002 in USMF. So you get same result basically. So here the UI is more fancy. It's something that Copilot Sidecar is working on. It will improve the UI experience, but the result should be the same. Another test for weather switch. So you can see we're using the tracing board. So you will see which block is called and if it's successfully called or not. So just for your debugging. And yeah, you got the right result. We can talk about. But basically, that's it. Thanks for your patience.
And last but not least, I would like to share some more information. You want to know more or want to try these new features. So we're happy to support you if you encounter any issues. So for the product search setup and product search application guide, please go to this learning article in the Microsoft Docs. It will help you to set up this configuration in the system. And for Copilot application, we have dedicated doc to describe what will be the prerequisite to enable the Copilot features. And I just mentioned the Copilot feature will go for public preview by the end of January. You will see it's very soon. So we also have a YAML group. The YAML group is for image visibility users, but if you are not joining, please join this YAML group. It is the community to share your thoughts and ask questions and to see how the other customers or partners are using the image visibility service. And we also will announcing any new features in this YAML group to keep you updated with our latest deliverable. We also have an idea site. If you have some ideas regarding our product, you want to identify some solution gaps of our products, please go to the idea site to post ideas that will be used for vote. And the vote number of the ideas will help our product team to define the future workload, future backlog, and the roadmap of this product. And before we go into the Q&A session, I list some frequent asked questions from the previous communication with customers. So the first one is customer question is there any additional cost to use the Copilot features and its APIs? So the answer is, as long as you and your company already have a Dynamics 365 supply chain license, then you are able to use the Copilot in inventory visibility service and its APIs without any additional cost. And the next question is relevant with product search service. So is it possible to extend the product search service with some custom fields in the product information management from FNO? Unfortunately, it's not possible to extend the product search service at this moment, at least in this version. So as a workaround, we can offer this. Please consider use the configured product attributes instead of custom fields in the product master data. So any configured product attributes on the product master will be automatically synced from FNO to product search service, and also it will automatically add into the attribute filter, which will be used as a filter criteria. Okay, so we are now goes to the Q&A session. Please feel free to post your questions or ask questions.
I think we have quite a bit of questions in the chat, and Steve has responded few of them, but I think let's take them one by one. So Steve, I think you have already responded to one of the question, like how the upgrades are going to be handled in relation to the data entity. For example, release products V2 will be deprecated and then it will be replaced by release products V3. So for the product search feature, we have our data entity release products, which will be synced data of release products from FNO to Dataverse. So Steve, you want to just elaborate a little bit more on this one, how it will be handled?
Yeah, this is a very good question. So basically, all the data model will always encounter this issue, right? Let's say no matter you are using the right or virtual entity, since the state entity can be changed, it can be a new version introduced by the application team. So what we want to achieve here is development team should be responsible for a migration of the data. So maybe not migration, but there is a schema change. So we will do some work to make sure, it's seamlessly upgraded. So ideally, customer should not do anything. So you don't have to reinstall it, maybe update. It's possible, right? You need to upgrade the application service. That's reasonable, but you will not have to reinstall the application. That's what we want to achieve.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Then there was another question, is engineering attributes supported for the product search? And at this moment, answer to that question is no. We are currently supporting the product attributes, product dimensions, and batch attributes. So feel free to put this on the ideas portal as well. And if there are enough votes and enough people are interested, then product team might consider it and prioritize it. But at this moment, in this version, we do not have support for the engineering attributes.
Yeah, that's right.
Another question was, it is possible to use search service and inventory visibility through a Canvas Power App designed from scratch? Steve, you replied, but you just want to elaborate a little bit.
Yeah. Sure. So as far as I know, if you want to create your own Canvas Power App to select some Dataverse table, right, you need to leverage some inline capabilities from Canvas app. So there's two potential problems here. One is that the data model may be not very intuitive for you to build an app from scratch. So which means the schema of Dataverse table, it's not that readable or intuitive for you to search the products or the inventory visibility, right? So another problem is no matter product search service or inventory visibility service, we introduce cache in our architecture. So we will load the database table data from the table to the cache. So we also do the partition. We also do some improvements. So if the Canvas app is introduced, it's purely directly based on the database table. So it somehow can work, but it's directly reading the data from the database table, so it's less performable, I would expect. So technically, there is a chance to create it from scratch for Canvas app, but it's totally different architecture, I would say, comparing to product search service and measurability service.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. I believe you can leverage Canvas app and all of the APIs which inventory visibility services offer. Using those APIs, you can basically do reservation, read on hand, and even you can call this natural language Copilot API to get it embedded into your Power Bot or chatbot or things like that. So I think where could be some limitation is reading the Dataverse tables and reading the Dataverse schema, which will be not as intuitive as it could be where with the simple tables in Dataverse. I think that's what probably Steve you meant.
Yeah, totally correct.
The next question is in the IB app or product search or company drop down, where and how do I control the companies being shown in the drop down? I believe this question is has something to do with security. Like in FNO, we have security roles and permissions to view the certain company and certain data. Do we have any kind of security framework as part of Dataverse or IBS?
Yeah. So regarding security, actually, there is some work ongoing to design a security framework for inventory visibility. So as you know that in FNO, we have security, we have roles, duties, privileges, and it's a whole story, right? For Power Apps, for inventory visibility, we don't have it in picture yet, which means if customer can install the inventory visibility and they can somehow, if it's an FNO customer, they can sync data from FNO to inventory visibility, then they will be able to search the on-hand from it. So the same to product search service. Right? So the quick answer is no, we don't have security set up in Power App or inventory visibility service. But in the near future, we will see how to match the FNO security roles to Power App roles. That's under design.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. I think so far inventory visibility service use case was meant to be consumed using the APIs. This is the first time with the product search and sidecar experience, we are bringing the user interface approach to the customers who can use that in the production. So that feature of being security role and limiting the data which user can see is still in the works. I think we'll publish more details as we kind of make progress on that. I think the next question is, please elaborate how the data sources and organization ID for inventory impact the product search functionality. For example, is organization ID as same as the company? Yes, at this moment, I think the organization ID in context of inventory visibility is same as data area ID or company ID, which you see. So with the dual right, you will basically sync your companies, you will sync your release products, you will sync your product attributes and values, and those will be available in the product search filter pane, which you saw in the demo. I think another security related question, but I think we have already answered that. How does this work for the kit items? Will it show the availability of kits if all the raw components are so if we understand this question, there is no direct relationship we maintain. You have to search for individual products, whether it's a raw material or finished goods, and you will be able to see the inventory. There is no filter criteria as such that certain product will be restricted. You will be able to see inventory on hand for any products, whether it's a raw material or finished goods, if I understand the question correctly. Next question is, which languages are supported? At this moment, only English language is supported as part of Copilot API or the sidecar experience or the natural language Copilot experience. Steve, is there any plan to add more languages in near future?
Yeah. So for internationalization, so we have two parts here, right? One is geo extension, one is multilingual. So we don't really have plan for multilingual at the moment, but we do have geo extension. Currently, the experience, no matter for API or sidecar, actually we are planning to expand it for all that's inventory availability supported. But for multilingual, currently we only support English. Actually, customer can ask question via other language. Copilot will try to understand it, but we are not guaranteeing the answer is correct because there may be some misleading.
Thanks, Steve. So there is, I think there's one more last question. If an item is set up with different inventory, purchase, sales unit of measure, will you be able to view the inventory in the different unit of measures? Roger or Steve? I know we are currently showing it in inventory unit, but do we have a support for other unit of measure, purchase unit of measure or sales unit of measure?
No, product search service respect the inventory visibility, inventory data, and for the unit, we're taking the inventory unit of measure of the product, which is maintained from the F&O.
Yeah, the question, so in the F&O, yes, we have purchase, sales, inventory unit in product master. So if I remember it correctly, now inventory visibility is using inventory unit for
Yes.
the own unit.